Good morning, everybody. PJ here. Sitting here drinking some coffee, getting ready to mess with the radios a little bit. I wanted to do a couple of videos just showing the differences in between these two radios in some way. I'm not going to do like a bunch of in-depth settings and stuff, just some of the main set features and stuff like that. Because I know people who's looking at this price range on these radios, these two right here will show up. Both are great radios. Yaesu 991A, I love it. It's got the 2-meter 440 and HF, so this is like a shack in the box here. The IC-7300, HF only. And the reason I got two is because I got the 991A first, because I wanted 2-meter 440 in the shack and HF. The reason I got this one is because a buddy of mine kept letting me mess with it and play with it, KE4BFG. This is actually the one he wanted me to get, or tried to talk me into to start with. And not saying I wished I'd have listened, because then I wouldn't have had the 2-meter 440 this way, but I really like this. I like the features, and I'll show some of that stuff. This one here, I've had it for about 7 months, and I love it. It's a nice radio. I mean, it's everything about it's really good. It's, you know, it's just like this one. This one has some things, this one don't. This one has some things, this one don't. It's just how they market and sell everything. But this one, the reason what I did is I would be using HF, and then I'd lose my 2-meter 440 in the shack because I don't have another radio, so, or mobile anyway. So what I would do is use my HT over here on a switcher, so that way I could listen in on my QTH repeater, and then I wouldn't be able to, that way I could do both. I could have HF and listen to that at the same time. Well, if you wanted to talk, I'm using 5 watts on the HT, so I wanted my 50 watts back. So it was hard to just, you can't monitor both. You can't do 2-meter 440 and HF at the same time. It's nice to have the option, but you can't do them at the same time. So like I say, Roger, KE4BFG let me mess with this one, and I just got to really like the touch screen. I mean, like everything you touch on here. And then it has some physical buttons on here too that you can touch, you know, for the menu system and stuff like that. The menu on the IC-7300 to me is just a little bit better than the menu on the Yaesu. Let me see if I can get that in where you can see a little better. This one on the 991A is just a list of, and so if you want to find something, you got to either remember the number. There's like, see, there's 140 something. No, more than that, 153 in that one little, so you go through there. For the menu here, you basically just find what you want, and then you go through just like this. And also, I'm kind of getting out of it. It's going to be hard to do a video on this where to stay on track, because there's so many different stuff. But even then, on their physical buttons on the IC-7300, some of these are dual purpose, like the preamp and the attenuator. I can do preamp if I press it once, press it twice, press it 3 times, it goes off. Or if I press and hold it, the attenuator comes on. So, and then again, and then if you go into functions, then I still got those over here too. So I can do the same thing. So there's multiple ways to go into the menu on the IC-7300. That's one thing I really liked about this one versus the 991A. This one has the main menu set. Oops, hit the wrong one. Hit the main menu set, which is just a scroll like this, just a list. And then you got to hit that again to get out of it. Then you got the this menu list, which you can touch this now and go back and forth. Like there's my attenuator. Let's see, digital noise reduction notch filters, noise blanker, the power button. You can swap these 4 down here at the bottom using these buttons here and make them one of the other ones. But you can see it's just back and forth, you know, into the menu. And then when you want out, you go out. Which, see, now I got to go back in because this one's still up, so I got to get rid of that one. So the menu system on the Yaesu, it works. It's just not as fast to get into and maneuver around for the settings as this one is. Because like I say, I mean, noise blanker's there. You can go in here, noise blanker's there. Go back out there. Noise blanker, I can press it and hold it. I don't know if you've seen that pop up. I can adjust it. So then we'll get out of that. Say I want to do the noise reduction. I can press and hold it. And it's just so much easier to do. If if I want to adjust the noise blanker on this one, let's see, wrong menu. See, noise blanker's on and off. Noise blanker's on and off. If I want to adjust that, I actually have to go into this list, and I'm gonna have to find it. And like I say, you got to remember it and do it. So anyway, I'm not gonna go to that. That'd make too long a video. That's just a couple of things I'll show you. I'll let you see the front of this one. It's got a few buttons here that go around the knob. You got your tuner button, the VFO the VFO memory button. That's probably the 2 main buttons I use on this right here. Rest of it I use in this menu. And then, like I say, you have to go into another set of menus to adjust it. One thing I do like about the 991A though is if you're in low light conditions, see how the buttons light up on this one? All of them. I wish I could if I could turn off the light, you'd see all these buttons light up. 7300 doesn't, which ain't bad because everything you can do, you can touch here, except for a couple of things like your tuner button. I think that they should at least lit that up. These buttons down here should have lit up, in my opinion, because if it's low light conditions, you have to touch these some at some point to bring up certain things on here. So that would have just been nice if they'd have made theirs light up like the 991A. All right, long-winded video. This is kind of like a introductory type thing. We're going to try to compare the two on certain things. I'm not going to go crazy with it. And just so I'll quit talking, I'm going to show you a couple more. Yeah, you know me better than that. I ain't going to quit talking. All right. So I'm going to go down to the AM broadcast bands, and we'll start right here. Because this is real similar on here. You touch, they got a dedicated band button on the 991A. You hit the band button, and all this comes up. You touch the end of the frequency here, and it comes up. Same kind of thing. So we're going to go 1.8. Now they're both on different ones, but we'll see. But I want to go on down, and that's I'm glad that starts you right here because that's something I want to show you too. Let's see, I'm going to take that fast off of this. I basically keep this one on fast because the slow on the 991A is slow. So I'm going to do the slow, and we're going to go down like 1200-ish. Hopefully we'll start hearing some music here. I don't know if you can see how slow that's. Okay, so we'll go into the fast. Okay, come on. And see, you can't touch nothing. You can't do nothing here. let's stop there because I ain't got an antenna on there. I can't tell what's going on. So, okay, let's say we're going to go to 1.200. Let's go back up to that. That's usually, or 1100. Let's start there. So you've seen how long it took me to get down there. Well, here, whoops, I need to do this. You see how fast that got down there? Or let's go back up here, or I can go touch that, 1.200, enter, and I'm there. So let's see what. I'm trying to find something. That ain't nothing. Yeah, that sounds good, don't it? I'm gonna turn these knobs up to half. You'll hear the icons at half.
Whether you remember it from
I'm
your
gonna turn up.
or you're discovering it for the very first
I'm gonna use my
time,
switcher and I'm gonna switch them over.
Started it all. Mid-Century Radio, 1180 and 105.1 WKCE.
IC-7300 just sounds a little more loud, crisp to me than the 991A. 991A just seems a little more muffled. And I don't have this speaker right here hooked up. I hooked it up to the 991A because on low signals, I would have to turn that thing way up. I put it on there just to get you a little idea of the volume difference. So what we'll do now is we'll try 20 meters. So this right here is pretty similar. I mean, that right there. Let's try to find. I have no idea what they're saying. See how fast that goes? You can slow that down too. Watch this. I just touched that. Now it's going to go slow because I went way past the band like really fast. So let's get back down in here. Like I say, I touch that and it'll go fast. I can touch that and then it'll go slow. I don't know what he's saying, but I can hear him. They're both on the hat. So you can hear this one. It just sounds more muffled. It's almost like you're holding your hand over the speaker. Now, 991A. IC-7300. Now let's try a little. Trying to find like a little weaker signal. Tell you what, let's do 40 minutes.
Do you wear them on Sunday?
Heck, I wear them all day long, Larry. Well, you can't be doing that. You wear them out.
I don't know what they're talking about.
That's the reason they don't last, but,
A short while, Clayt. You wear them too many days of the week.
you know, Larry, I look real.
991A. Like I say, I don't have this speaker hooked up. This is just the unit speaker.
Couple years.
I got a pair of boots, I think, 10, 12 years old. You wear them?
All right, not to get too much of their conversation, but anyway, I'm gonna keep this video at least 20 minutes or lower, so I'm not gonna go into a lot. That'll give you a little bit of idea of how the speakers kind of sound. They're a little different, and see, I'm not even like filters. I can change the filters on this one. Really simple. It's all right here on the front. There's filter 1, filter 2, filter 3. Now I can change I can offset it here, and then if I want, I just push that back in and it resets itself. Same thing with the little knob up here. Push it in, it resets itself. That's just a couple of things. I mean, I can make the waterfall bigger, make it smaller. Let's see, we can go, I can hold it to adjust the colors. If this one, I gotta go all the way into that long menu and keep on going like this right here to get to change all of this, the colors and stuff on here. This one, you can do audio underneath it just by pressing a button. If I want, I can do a meter underneath my waterfall, which shows my SWR composite, all this stuff. Yeah, the comp, everything. I can do SWR checks. This is what my SWR is on this one. That's 1.5 right here. So this one's under 1.5 till I get up to higher portions of the band. Take that off. Okay, that one. Let's see, I did the SWR meter, audio, and then I can just go back to scope. And like I say, I can make that bigger, or I can make it smaller. I can do just this. I can do just that. This one, I can do that, put all of that in, just one big meter. So, I mean, it's so many more features, and this is what I fell in love with. Not that I keep it a lot, and then to go back to my original, I just hold this M scope right here and just push it in and hold it, and it goes back to the way I had it. You can do so much stuff. You can do this. Let's see, if you go to center and fix right here, it'll take me to the center of the band. So when I scroll, the scope doesn't move. I can just go to where the signals are, just like that. When you're in fix, you can do edges. You can set your perimeters where you can only go in between a certain spot. You can set your TX in that spot. So like if I wanted to set like general portion of certain bands, I can do that with this right here with the edge and all this. There's ways to do it. I'll show you later on. But anyway, just to show most of the features, this video is getting kind of long, so I'm gonna stop it right here. And we'll be back. You guys check it out, see what you think. Y'all have a good day.